Opening pace, walking down in the middle for Delhi Bulls. Very talented Zawar Farid alongside Abdul Shakur Sher. The two aggressive batters will be together for the first 6 overs. If they manage to score somewhere around 45 to 50 runs and do not lose a wicket, that would be the ideal start for me.
Absolutely, and that is what happened in the first innings as well. It was a very good start for them. They lost their first wicket on the last ball of the fifth over, and the score was well beyond 8 runs in over.
Right.
Also, till the first 9 overs, Abid, they were scoring at almost 8 runs and over, and that is when they lost their way, the Maratha Arabians.
Well, I think captain had a big role in to put the good partnership at the initial stage. Jiju Janardhan, when he was taking charge, Hamdan Tahir supported him well, just scored 10 runs. But then he just got carried away. That's a young blood, boils so fast, and he just got aggressive and lost his wicket.
Absolutely, partnership is the key in a small chase, and this is a smallish chase for the Delhi Bulls here. Delhi Bulls need 142 runs to win this game. Yesterday, the target was the same for the first match as well, and it was easily chased down eventually. But I'm going to mention this again for the 100th time in this match. The conditions are going to play a very important role in this game.
Definitely, the spinners will struggle a bit there because of wet conditions. It's a massive duo out there. But talking about the fast bowlers department, I think Maratha Arabians has got the fire in the hand of Saqib Munshid alongside Umar Farooq, Matiullah Khan. They have a very talented fast bowlers. Can win them the game. There you go. Ball going away from the right hander. Good start for Maratha Arabians.
Very good start, good pacey delivery, full outside the off stump, moving away. Everything perfect about that delivery, and a big booming drive coming out as well from the batter. So a good start coming in for the Maratha Arabians. Saqib, who's bowling his first over, left arm over the wicket.
Yeah, he's got a great swing in his hands. He can swing the ball hard. Zawar Farid acknowledges that. He knows that it's very difficult to face him. A wayward delivery that's given wide. Little too much there.
Getting carried away, the bowler Saqib bowled first up beautifully, and this time as well, he was trying for a similar delivery. The line just a little bit too outside the off stump. So 1 run, the first run on the board, courtesy a wide.
Well, it will be an ideal delivery if he keep it on the middle stick and let the ball swing away from the right hander. There might he can get that outside edge what he's looking for.
Well, that's a good delivery if he can get swing. Otherwise, it's easy pickings on the leg side.
That's again a wide delivery. Yeah, he knows that he's pointing towards his fingers. He's doing something. Maybe yes, you were right talking about the wet conditions.
I think there was tape on his fingers, and he has just removed that tape because it's difficult to control the ball. It's a very wet outfield.
There you go. Umar Farooq alongside Hamid Mukhtar, the two officials. Well, the start is very crucial for Delhi Bulls. He gets a connect there. A cracker tells the whole story. That runs away for four.
Beautifully played. Everything right about that shot. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just placed it in gap. It was in the air for a little bit, and that is why the players were excited. But a good shot coming in from Zawar. First up, 6 on the board already in just 2 deliveries. Good start for Delhi Bulls.
Saqib little too predictable there. Easy picking because he's just continuously bowling on outside off channel, giving that width with that swing. Easy picking for someone like Zawar Farid. This time didn't time it at all.
Looking for the exaggerated swing once again, Zawar. It wasn't there. The ball held its line, and that is why he got the inside edge of the bat and going towards mid-on. A dot ball. 6 without loss.
The man on your screen, Umar Farooq, his role will be very important. He's a good all-rounder. He batted well. His next part is still remains where he will come. into ball. He's very important bowler of the team.
Swing, lets it go. Good ball, very nicely bowled.
This is what the line I was talking about. If he keeps on pitching that, not giving enough width to the batter, and smart batting, I think. Well done there, Zawar. He's just let that ball go, and that was a very good decision, I would say.
I would love to see him get one ball into the pads now. That would be a surprise delivery. Let's see what happens on this next delivery coming in from Saqib. Swing and a miss. Dancing down the wicket, trying to get to the pitch of the ball. And that seam movement once again made sure that it's a dot ball. So 5 balls gone, 6 without loss. That is the score, chasing a target of 142. They don't need to do anything flashy here, the Delhi Bulls batters, because if they are there till the 20th over, this match is in their kitty.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more to it, Faizan. And that you were talking about, that ball nips in to the right-hander. If he can manage to get that one, Zawar will be struggling. Again, an outswinger. Beats the outside edge, and Zawar Farid acknowledges a good delivery.
Exaggerated swing once again. So minus a couple of deliveries, this was a decent over, mind you. First over gone, 6 on the board without loss. So a long first over comes to an end, 2 wides and a 4 in that over. Curtsy that, the score is 6 without loss. Saqib the bowler, mind you, bowled well with those swingers of his.
Matiullah Khan, very talented bowler. He's currently in the camp of UAE. Very fast, good control, likes to bang on short deliveries. He'll be a bowler to watch.
That might just work here because of the dew and the grass on the wicket. So let's see how he does tonight, Matiullah.
More of that, he likes to tell his story when the game gets over. Tells what was his plan. Nice.
Swing and a miss once again. So the ball has been swinging for the Maratha Arabians already. This is a good ball coming in, right on the money, just outside that off stump in the corridor of uncertainty. Nicely bowled.
Good delivery to Abdul Shakur, but there was no feet movement from Shakur. Oh, pulled it nicely. There's a man, and on a third attempt, he has taken a catch.
Well, that's a very good wicket for Matiullah. That man was posted for that delivery, for that kind of shot. And falling into the trap, Shakur will have to go back to the pavilion without troubling the scorers. It's 6 for 1, game on.
Look at the replay of that. He's just back off the line delivery. He knew it. And Afzal making no mistake there on a third attempt. Taking a catch. Abdul Shakur walks out.
Third time is a charm, they say. Will that charm work for the Maratha Arabians here? That is to be seen. 6 for 1, 1.2 gone.
Well, little too early for Wasim Bari to walk in. A very, very talented and experienced player Wasim Bari is. I'm a big fan of this man. Watching him over the years, he represented UAE, still around in the corner, plays this domestic and a very, very nice and humble person and a very good cricketer. Moreover, it's now to Zawar Farid who can make this innings. Beats the outside edge, pitch of a delivery. Matiullah Khan is creating some angles.
And he's excited and he's talking to the batter as well. Always good to see a fast bowler doing that. Smile on his face. Matiullah, the smiling assassin. Shall we name him that?
Well, when he's running, when he's facing towards the batter, when I would never like to be a batsman against him. He's those blue eyes, literally lighting up. Look at the bowler's face now. How serious that is. Would you call him a smiling assassin?
Certainly smiles after the batter misses the ball. Look at him again. Talking to the batter there. The fast bowler always has something or the other to say to the batter once he misses the ball. This was a good ball once again. And 4 dot balls and a wicket amongst them. This is a great start for the Maratha Arabians.
That's what we know about Matiullah Khan. Extremely fast and talented, and this condition is suiting him. He's getting some pushes from the surface. Excellent start. This is for Delhi Bulls. You usually don't see Zawar takes that much long. Just 4 runs and 7 dot deliveries.
Nicely bowled again and a mix-up. It was a goner. Had he hit the stumps there, it was certainly a goner.
Indeed, it would have been a curtains for Bari. He was just hanging around in the garden. The run out need to be watched out, need to be careful.
.136 runs required, 109 balls remaining. 1.5 overs gone, 6 for 1. Game on our hands. Last ball of the over hasn't given away a run. Matiullah. And finishes with a maiden wicket. Absolutely amazing start to the spell for Matiullah.
Superbly bowled. Matiullah Khan bowled a wicket maiden. 2 gone, 6 for 1.
Two overs down, 6 for 1. Not the kind of start that Delhi Bulls would have wanted after bowling their hearts out in the second half of the first innings. They were looking at 142, would have thought easy pickings. Not today. The conditions are very different than compared to yesterday. Saqib comes in to bowl his second.
Yeah, Wasim Bari realizes the ball just passes him when the keeper collected it. Good pace from Saqib.
Also, I think Bari was trying to give some match practice to the slip present there. The shot selection, oh, questionable.
Yeah, I think that's a good tactic from both the bowlers having a slip in as well. Khan is also a wicket keeper. Played few games for PSL and PSL. Oh, just tried to play a cut shot there, Wasim Bari. A little too width is available. Just he need to get settled and understand.
I think the length wasn't there for that kind of shot. It was a little too full to play that shot. So a big thanks going out to the ground staff who are making it easy for us to actually see the match outside from our windows now, as they've brought in a wiper and cleaning the windows. with all that humidity and moisture on the ground. Cut
Body
away.
connects.
Nicely done. Good bit of fielding. And a single there for Wasim. So 7 on the board for the loss of 1 after 2.3.
I think Zawar Farid is the right contender now to take charge because he's faced somewhat 8 deliveries. And right now, 10 deliveries, I beg your pardon. He's the right man. He can watch and understand what the bowlers are up to. He's been there from the very first delivery. It's just a pose in the Maratha Arabians' brilliance bowling. They just kept Delhi Bulls tied there with a strong line and length.
Very good start for Delhi Bulls. 2.3 overs. Maratha Arabians, rather. They bowled some really good deliveries in the first 2.3 overs. Given away just 7 runs, picking up a wicket as well. That happened in the last over. Some very good swing and seam bowling that we've seen in the first 3 overs of the innings.
Oh, very close to edge that one.
Swing and a miss for the 10th time possibly. All they have managed, Delhi Bulls, till now is a swing and a miss on every other delivery. Zawar is a flasher of a batter. He hasn't got any in his arc till now, minus that first 4 that he hit, and those are the only runs that he's made today. Wasim on 1. Saqib continues, 5th ball of the 3rd over.
This one is in the air. Down to the 3rd man. Just a single. A lot to do for just a run.
Good bowling once again. Giving away nothing at all. On a normal day, that might have been poor bowling, where he's giving so much width outside the off stump, but because of the heaviness of the air and the ground, it's swinging a bit, it's seaming a bit, it's skidding on as well, which makes it a little difficult for the batter.
Oh, this time he gets the edge, gets the man. Wasim Bari getting out there.
Oh, what a delivery. This has to be the ball of the day. This was a magical delivery. Well, when it started, I thought it's going to pitch outside the leg stump. It pitched on the leg stump, moved away even further, and just taking the edge. Wasim Bari should not hang his head, because this is just a superb delivery. Great for even an international cricketer for that matter. Absolutely amazing ball. Saqib amongst wickets now. 3 overs gone. Delhi Bulls reeling under pressure. 8 for the loss of 2.
As Faizan was talking about the deliveries, that is the delivery we witnessed. Could be the bowl of the day. Perhaps the bowl of the tournament so far. Excellent bowling.
Absolutely. What a Jaffa. Yesterday we saw a delivery from one of the bowlers that moved in and hit the top of off stump. This is right up there. What an amazing spell, inspiring smell we are seeing from the Maratha Arabians. At the start of the innings, I said 142 might just be challenging for the Delhi Bulls because of the conditions. Abid.
Yeah, indeed. But the way Maratha Arabians pulled things back, really surprisingly, seeing 3 overs gone, just 8 runs for 2 wickets down. What a start it is for Maratha Arabians.
In comes Matiullah once again. A maiden wicket first up and a magical ball to follow it up. Oh, what a delivery. Coming in with the arm and leaving the batter just at the last moment. These are the kind of deliveries that are unplayable. No batter on the face of the earth can convincingly play this delivery.
Well, it's more of a day where you can see one end is occupied by Jimmy Anderson, the other one from Stewart Broad. It's something like that, similar to it. Matiullah Khan from the pavilion and from the far end, I beg your pardon, and Saqib Manshad from the pavilion and incredible bowling.
Exciting is the word. In comes Mati again. Swinging again, this time taking the inside half of the bat and running towards mid-wicket. Couple of runs that would relieve some pressure. At least they got bat on ball.
They need to do that, and we are extremely thankful to ground staff. This is what we were talking about, the facilities. Look at that, Faizan, you're looking shining there.
Yeah, behind the screen, I always look shining. But yeah, big shout out going out to the ground staff. They're making it easier for us now to see the ground. And now you saw how much humidity we are talking about.
Yes, you could literally not see anything outside. Muddy once again bowls a jabber, absolutely brilliant.
Usually the term Jaffer is used, what, at maximum 2 or 3 times in a match. We have already used it for like 5 deliveries already.
Oh, look at that. He's swinging that ball at his will. Very good control. Yes, we are talking about the fast bowling. And this is the art. Matiullah and Saqib Manshad.
This is test match bowling, Abid. This is perfect test match bowling.
I was not wrong to call a Jimmy Anderson and Street Broad kind of a spell.
Spot on. Jimmy Anderson certainly bowling right now.
Good back foot punch there from Zawar. I think now is the time where you need to forget about the first 6 overs in the power play. All you need to do is drag the game till as long you can.
Zawar needs to play out as long as possible. He needs to be there till the 20th over to ensure that his team crosses over the hurdle. The hurdle that are named Saqib and Matiullah.
Well, it will be interesting contest. The experienced Muhammad Usman will be up against this. Maybe he'll get a slight bit of an advantage because being a left-hander is coming into the face for the first time. He'll be facing his first delivery. It was Zawar Farid who faced 16 deliveries with a 50 runs strike rate. He is still managing to keep his wicket in hand.
Initially, when Delhi Bulls won the toss and decided to field first, I was thinking that was turning out to be a good decision for them. But possibly it was just a blessing in disguise for the Maratha Arabians, the way it's turning out for them. Matiullah.
Targeted the patch, big shout there, missing leg.
Just going down, I believe. Just going down, pitching on the middle stump. And it swung just a little bit to actually miss the leg stump. Loud appeal coming in. They have a spring in the step, the Maratha Arabians as of now.
Well, Faizan, some kudos to you as well. Before umpire, you just signaled me that it is going down, drifting down the leg. Yeah, some umpiring skills as well in you. Good to know that.
Just planning for my future, brother.
Good one, good one. I watched this game. A lot of matches you have witnessed. Just kept it targeting that patch. Single taken, some relief there for the batter.
So Matiullah has bowled 2 overs in his spell. He's given away just 3 runs, picked up a wicket as well. 4 overs gone, 12 for 2. That is the score. They are reeling under pressure, the Delhi Bulls. Saqib coming in to bowl his third. Outside the off stump. Swing and a miss. That is the story of this innings as of now.
Well, that is happening continuously now. Bowling outside off and swinging ball further and beating the batsman, and that's a big smile on the face of Zawar Farid. Yes, you can sense the pressure. He's in immense pressure.
So if you watch the first innings and then you were like 142 is gonna be a piece of cake. Not today, not to be. This is gonna go down the wire. I have a feeling if Zawar stays back, things might just happen for Delhi Bulls. Again, outside the off stump, swinging away. This time a little too short on the back foot, trying to punch it away. But straight to the fielder, another dot ball.
Well, you need to give a credit to these bowlers. They just kept quiet. Two UAE batters, Zawar Farid, then Mohammad Usman, the right and left hand combination. They both play for UAE, and they were part of the team who qualified for the World Cup recently in Muscat. So yes, so it got to take his skills, and these two bowlers are bowling unplayable deliveries.
Absolutely. It's great bowling more than anything. It's not poor batting by Zawar or by anyone else for that matter. It's just great bowling. It's just great line and length bowling.
This one hit inside out. There's a man in the deep, and the field placement is also spot on. What a great mindset of the captain, Jiju Janardhan. He's an artist in leading the side.
Absolutely. I think he's reading the game really well, Jiju. He placed a square leg when Mati came in to bowl his first over. And normally with that kind of swing, you wouldn't want to bowl short. Any other captain might have said to his bowler, okay, I don't want that fielder. You're getting swing, just try to keep bowling swing. But no, Mati bowled a short ball and got a wicket there on that very delivery. Great captaincy, great bowling, and that shows how good a team this is turning out to be.
It's more of a plan was in place there against Abdul Shakur, the way he bowled him out. Oh, and now you need to have some skills to snatch a single out of it.
This is not swing. This is exaggerated swing. You know, it's swinging, what, a couple of feet in the air.
Yeah, the ball is in the hand of Umar Farooq, who will be again coming into bowl. The ball is swinging big amount. And really, you need to give credit to the batters still batting down there in the middle.
Well, I would certainly do that if they touch the ball with the bat.
And now at least they are touching.
Not getting runs out of it though.
And now you just keep on putting the stage task, and it is getting harder and harder for the batters.
It's more like a video game happening right now.
Yes, on a legend mold, hardest is the, what do you call the difficulty now?
Yeah, this is on the expert mode right now for the batters, I can tell you this. Because this is expert bowling coming in from the Maratha Arabians. Fantastic stuff. Making merry on a day when there's swing on offer. And the target of 142 is seemingly as if it's 182.
Stepping out, hitting it over the long on. That was the only option left for the batters, I reckon. Great hit.
Yes, certainly a great shot, because it takes some bravado for the batter to dance down to a ball that is swinging as much. And a brilliant, brilliant strike. Finally ending the fifth over with a six. Zawar has something to celebrate here. And to join those celebrations, there's going to be a change in the comm box. Abdur Rahman Tariq is going to be with Mudassir Ali.
Well, thank you, Faizan Khan and Abid Ibrahim. This is An exciting game, a nervous game for both sides. 142 the target, just 21 runs in the 5 overs. And joining me, Mudassir Ali, last over of the power play.
Direct hit at the non-striker end, and there's a big appeal. They were on the mark today. Maratha Arabians fielder. Brilliant start given by Matiullah and Saqib. It all depends how Usman and Zawar Farid will carry their bat for Delhi Bulls.
Well, that was very close. The umpire, Hamid Mukhtar, having a look, saying not out. But that was extremely close. Mudassir Ali with a big smile on his face. We'll have to see another replay. I think he just about got in, Mudassir.
It was a close call, and he was not in a position. Hamid Mukhtar is 22 for 2. Matiullah this time goes towards square leg region. Zawar Farid, there's a call for 2. And brilliant running between the wickets.
Well, he's very upset with his partner. He's having a chat with Muhammad Usman. And there you can see they're all laughing and smiling as well, but he's not happy at all. I think there was a mid-pitch collision with Matiullah. Probably that's why he's upset. There you can see he's telling the umpire that he came in the way. Well, Matiullah just gives him the thumbs up and says, I am sorry.
Senior player Zawar Farid shows an anger on a youngster, I would say, Matiullah. And at the end, it all ended well.
Well, it did end well because our Farid was not out. But there, just look at that. That was close as well. And I'll tell you what, there, right on cue, Zawar Farid taking out all his anger, all his frustration on the ball, just the way we like it.
This is the way you answer. And the brilliant shot by Zawar Farid played towards the mid-wicket region for a huge 6. The score slowly moves to 30. After tight bowling at the end, in the last over, Usman Khan, I beg your pardon, it was Mohammad Usman who hit a monster 6 against Saqib Manshad, and this time it's Zawar Farid. It all depends on these two batsmen. 142 looks like a competitive total now.
Well, yes, absolutely. Just in the power play, still 5.3 overs. These two spinners are going to play a huge role here, Mudassir. And I know for a fact you are actually a mentor of most of these players, guys like Mujahid Amin and also Jiju Janardhan and Hamdan Tahir. So if you were in the dugout right now, what would your advice be to them?
I was shocked today they did not pick Shahnawaz Khan, a useful all-rounder. They went with 2 left-arm spinners and 3 fast bowler and 1 all-rounder, Jiju Janardhanan. It clearly showed their struggle in the middle overs.
There's the team balance. It's very important. Again, a stop-start, trying to say yes, no, maybe. Running between the wickets is going to be crucial. Zawar Farid and Muhammad Usman both have a history of runouts.
Especially Mohammad Usman, he's a bit late to start. Zawar Farid moves on to 24. And Matiullah Khan is given away 13 runs. He's into 3rd over. Got the big wicket of Abdul Shakur.
Well, out of those 13 runs, half of them came from that one shot from Zawar. All that anger and frustration on that run-out opportunity taken out, and there, outside edge. No, just about. Matiullah Khan bowling really well in his zone at the moment, Mati. He's been a bit inconsistent in the past few matches here at the domestic circuit. But a big game, a big occasion, and he's stepping up nicely.
Bowled on a good length area, and the ball moved Hamdan Tahir. An easy collection for this wicketkeeper, young wicketkeeper. It will be interesting to see when Jiju comes into attack, and
The ball's in the air. Is that an opportunity? Oh, he has grasped it. Mohammad Afzal covered a lot of ground. Made a very good effort that. And in the end, he has grasped it, and it was the wicket of Zawar Farid. This could prove very costly, Mudassir.
he has covered a lot of ground, but at this level, you need to take these catches, boy. It has easy drop. Muhammad Afzal. He's new into domestic circuit in UAE. So at the end of 6 overs, score moves to 31 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, the last ball of the power play. And what a moment that would have been if they had taken that chance. Zawar Farid, he's still there, 25 of 27. And after the power play restrictions have been lifted, it's Umar Farooq coming into bowl.
There's a change the bowling department, and from the pavilion end, it's Umar Farooq. They need to break this partnership. Zawar Farid looking dangerous.
Well, it was a poor delivery. A rank long hop from the medium pacer, Umar Farooq. He's very good with those Yorkers, but I think he's just struggling with that wet ball, and Zawar Farid is not going to miss out.
An easy picking for Zawar Farid. And with the help of this boundary, he moves to 29. And the score looks good for Delhi Bulls after initial struggle. It's 35 for the loss of 2 wickets. It's a bad start for Umar Farooq. Would like to see Jiju Janardhanan.
Well, I agree with you. I think Jiju Janardhanan on this wicket will be a handful. As you were saying, they still have the 2 spinners who haven't come into bowl yet. Again, a short delivery. This time there is a fielder positioned at square leg. Just a single taken. We're yet to see Mujahid Amin. It's going to be very interesting to see, because he's one of those left arm spinners who actually tries to turn the ball. So that wet ball is going to be a bit of a challenge.
He has been playing in UAE for the past 7 or 8 years, Mujahid Amin, and he showed his skills in D10. He's the only bowler to pick 2 hat-tricks in D10 history.
Yes, absolutely. Mujahid Amin, the hat-trick hero. As Mudassir mentioned, he's been picking up hat-tricks for fun, actually, in domestic circuit.
Here the conditions are completely different. It won't suit the spinners. Once again on the leg stump and easily played towards fine leg region for 1 bounce, 4 runs. It's Usman this time. The wayward bowling continues by Umar Farooq.
Well, again, the Yorker specialist Umar Farooq completely missing his line and length. Short delivery on the leg side. And a batsman of Usman's class and caliber is not going to miss out on those. For me, even now, Usman is probably one of the best left-handers in the UAE at the moment. The man of crisis, as he's called.
Usman Khan going through some rough patch in his career, and he's out here to prove. moved to 6. The score is 40 for the loss of 2 wickets. Jiju Janardhanan, the captain, played some beautiful strokes in the first innings. It all depends on this partnership, Usman and Zawa, for Delhi Bulls.
Again, cramping him for room. The single was always on. Zawar Farid. I'll tell you what, Mudassir. From his body language, you can see how much this game means for Zawar. As you were saying, Usman, one of those players who's making a point. So is Zawar Farid. They were both part of the UAE setup that qualified for the World Cup. And I think they want to prove that they belong at that stage. And what a platform this is as well. The AVR Pay News Ajman T20, powered by SkyExchange.net. A flick towards square leg. Only a single taken.
So with that, single score moves to 42 for the loss of 2 wickets after 7 overs.
Well, there you can see our streaming partners. I know a lot of people are tuned in, watching from their home on their TV and their laptop and phone. Cine Blitz IMHD TV in the UAE, Total Sports Afghanistan, Iran, Georgia, Pakistan, Free Sports UK and Ireland, T Sports in Bangladesh, Willow TV in the USA and Canada, Fan Code in India, and Crick Tracker, India and Global Online YouTube. And I was just having a look at Crick Tracker, Mudassir. At that particular moment, just the beginning of the game, there were more than 1,000 people only on that page. And we've heard almost 5 million people tuned in worldwide for that first game yesterday.
A great start for Crick Tracker. And here it's Jiju Janardhanan with his military medium pace, and it was on the off stump. Tried to play towards the cover but took the outside edge and went towards the third man area for a boundary. Zawar Farid moves on to 35 with the help of this 4.
Well, Zawar Farid, definitely a man on a mission. He's playing aggressively. He's throwing his bat at everything. And you make your own luck in this game sometimes. Bottom edge, racing down to the boundary for 4. It's the captain, Jiju Janardhanan. He's already got a 50 to his name in this game. Can he get the vital breakthrough here? Can he get a wicket?
This time played softly towards cover region. It's Umar Farooq. Need to see when Jiju will introduce the spinners, because Umar Farooq was costly in his first over.
Well, I think we might see a change quickly, because otherwise these two batsmen are going to run away with the game. The longer Mohammad Usman and Zawar Farid are in the middle, the easier their total is going to look. On the pads, very good delivery. Even better execution of that bunt towards mid-wicket. Just a single. And that's what Usman is going to do. He's going to accumulate, and then he's going to cut loose.
Can you please make it out what he's doing there, Umar Farooq?
Well, from what I can see, Umar Farooq is using his spikes to clean Mohammad Usman's shoes. That's good to see. In the end, they're all friends. They're all going to have a laugh about it. But that dew is the reason why that entire square is going to be muddy. And that's what causes issues, especially with your shoes. The spikes, you collect a lot of that mud in it. There you can see that dew is causing havoc in the field as well. Slipping and sliding, that ball is like a bar of soap on the ground.
Slowly the run rate moving up for Delhi Bulls. After 4 overs, they were around 12 runs. In the next 4 overs, they have got 38 runs, courtesy to Zawar Farid. A chance given by Mohammad Afzal, and he's availing that with both the hands.
Well, yes, you don't want to give an opportunity to a batsman like Zawar Farid. Dangerous, hard-hitting batsman. But as Mudassir was mentioning, these last 4 overs, they've picked up the pace. They've gotten 50 on the board now. The once that required run is less than 100, the batting side slowly gets more confident.
Into his last ball of the first over, Jiju Janardhan.
It's in the air, but it falls in no man's land. Zawar Farid continues his lucky charm. They're going for a third as well. Well. How unlucky are the Maratha Arabians and how lucky are Delhi Bulls. Instead of a wicket loss, they've taken 3.
So after 8 overs, score moves to 53 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, that's the batting lineup. Hard hitting, star studded batting lineup. Sardar Bahzad, Umair Ali Khan, Kamar Abbas Awan. 3 solid batsmen yet to come. And I think we're going to see that change that Mudassir was asking for. The spinners coming into bowl. Mujahid Amin and Harry Bharwal, the 2 options that they have. Again, a reminder for our viewers as well. There are multiple streaming partners you can tune into for this AVR Pay News Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. And that's the satellite van outside. That kid has enjoyed himself today. He's been here since the morning. There you can see, I think they're having a little barbecue as well.
And this kid has kept his father busy throughout the day. Muhammad Usman, been helped by Usman Khan.
Well, there's some cleaning job going on at the moment for the shoes. Muhammad Usman, the senior statesman, well, he's earned that respect. He's going to sit there while somebody cleans his shoes.
Maybe, will this tournament help the players to knock the doors of UAE national team? Are the selectors looking at the scorecard or at this tournament?
Well, we know for a fact that there are a lot of scouts watching. There you can see Sunil Rana from the Ajman Cricket Council. He's showing the effect of the dew on this ground. There's a lot of condensation at the moment. But just to answer your question, Mudassir, yes, I think a tournament like this and the platform that they're playing on, there are a lot of opportunities still. We've seen players like Asif Khan on the back of domestic performances make his way. In fact, to avoid any controversy, we can say that he has actually taken Muhammad Usman's place in the UAE lineup. And Zawar Farid as well, missing out to Alishan Sharafu. So, yes, there is competition, and this is the platform where people are watching to see how they perform.
For the first time in the second innings, there's the introduction of spin. It's Harry Bharwal. Well bowled. It's just came into Zawar Farid. Played straight towards the bowler. And talking about this D10 and Ajman T20 Cup, it reminds me of Mohammad Wasim, who has performed really well, and today he's in the playing 11 of UAE national team.
Well, absolutely. Mohammad Wasim has made that number 1 slot in the batting order of UAE his own now. The only associate player to have 2 centuries in the T20 international format against a test playing nation. And I tell you what, he's also an inspiration to a lot of these young players, these local domestic players, because as you said, the domestic performances are the ones that got him noticed and into the camp. And I'm sure we'll see guys like Hamid Khan, Imran Odi, Matiullah Khan, Harry Barwal, just to name a few players who will make themselves noticed in the domestic circuit.
Maybe I forgot the name of the fast bowler who plays for Malikulam Mustafa's team, and he was not in the playing 11 yesterday's match. The quick fast bowler.
Well, there are quite a few players that missed out. I think Niaz Khan is what who you're talking about. He's one of the products of the KPK setup. He's actually made his first class debut for KPK. Ahmed Shafiq, who's actually playing for the team here, the play yesterday, Deccan Gladiators. He's played first class cricket as well. So a lot of players coming from a first class structure and trying to make their name in the UAE as well, and that is just going to make our cricket better and better.
And as you know, there was yesterday there was a trial for Hunt, I would say, for fast bowlers. So is there any player who can make into UAE 11?
Well, Harry Barwal has strung up 2 dot balls. He's not a fast bowler, but he's got what we say the attitude of a fast bowler. But I think Raja Akif is a good example of a fast bowler who has played domestic cricket, made a name for himself, and now is part of the UAE camp. And I'm sure there are quite a few who would have caught the eye of Mr. Robin Singh, the cricketing director of UAE, and Mr. Mudassir Nazar, the chief selector. But what a good platform that is as well.
We'll come back on this after this over. It's 9 gone, 57 for the loss of 2 wickets. Looking at the Maratha Arabians bowling card, Saqib Manshad gave away 16 runs in his 3 overs and got the wicket of the one-down batsman. And Matiullah got the big fish. Abdul Shakur gave away 14 runs in his 3 overs. Umar Farooq, bit expensive, 11 runs. Same goes with Jiju Janardhanan. And Harry Bharwal impressed us in his first over, gave away 4 runs.
Well, I'm sure they'll stick with the spin option after that over from Harry Barwal. No, it's Jiju Janardhan continuing. We're yet to see Mujahid Amin. And I'll tell you what, Mudassir, this game is going to run away very quickly from the Maratha Arabians if they don't get a breakthrough here. Just the 90 runs needed now. There's still 11 overs to go. Lot of time for Delhi Bulls. And a lot of batting still to come.
Matiullah Khan coming all the way from deep mid-wicket. Zawa Farid batting beautifully on 44. He had been put down by Muhammad Afzal. And at the other end we have experienced batsman Muhammad Usman, who is taking his time. Faced 11 deliveries and scored 10 runs.
Again on the pads, but Zawar Farid, such good touch at the moment. Plays it easily to square leg for a single. This is not going to hurt Delhi Bulls at all. They can take their time. The required run rate, as long as it's less than 9 and over, I think they're going to be the favourites. As we mentioned, lot of batting still to come.
I have seen this BDM bat somewhere. This time coming in, and Jiju Janardhan and trying at the non-striker end. Lucky Zawar Farid. This time Jiju misses the target. A close call. Wanted a single. Zawar Farid sent back straight away by Usman.
Well, that was suicidal. That's all you can say. Zawar Farid, halfway down, he's run two, and he's very lucky still to be there. Jiju Janardhan missing the stumps.
I was asking you about the BDM bat.
I've made it a rule now not to talk about my bats and who is using them, because I have a Facebook Messenger full of messages asking for bats. So I don't know what you're talking about, Mudassir.
This time played towards the fine leg. A valiant effort goes begging, and the score moves to 59 with 63. I beg your pardon, with this boundary, and it's Zawar Farid and Usman at the crease.
Well, that is a good bat because the ball hitting the bat splice was still running away for four. And there's 79 of 62 deliveries. They're inching close wicket here. Have to get a breakthrough. These two, Usman and Zawar, most experienced batsmen in this lineup, and they've shown that in this partnership.
This time played straight towards the hands of the fine leg fielder for an easy single. So after early setback, slow and steadily this partnership building up between Zawar and Usman. Score moves to 64 for the loss of 2 wickets. 78 runs more required from 61 balls.
Well, yes, and this is where, again, as Mudassir had mentioned, you'll question the team selection here as well. But the left-handers that Delhi Bulls has, going with the off-spinner Shahnawaz Khan would have probably been a better option. Zawar Farid on the other side, well, he's living dangerously and he's creating his own luck. Throwing the kitchen sink at that, getting the outside edge, and gets a crucial boundary. He moves on to 49. The score moves on to 67 for 2. The loss of for the end of 10 overs. And now joining us in the com box will be Faizan Khan and Abid Ibrahim.
Commendable partnership this for the two batters for Delhi Bulls now. They were in trouble in the first 5 overs. And now they are within reach of this target. 7.4 runs per over required to win this game in the remaining 10. 68 for 2 after 10 overs. Zawar, what a knock coming in from him. Some luck as well doing him favour. Zawar Farid on 49 of 40. Only 2 fours in this knock coming in for him, which is unlike the Zawar Farid we know. So he's done all the hard work in this innings. Joining me in the com box is Abid Ibrahim. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Faizan Khan. And yes, excellent partnership here between the two most senior players of the UAE, domestic and international as well. Both of them have played a lot of national games together, especially Mohammad Usman, who's been a very experienced campaigner. He's the most senior batter in the team of UAE in terms of the left-hander, I think, after Rohan Mustafa.
Possibly Rohan has immense experience as well. But the experience showing here for the Delhi Bulls. They've done really well to come out of that shell that they were put in the first 4-5 overs. And after that, they have built up a partnership. They're taking it easy. They're not doing anything silly. Everything right about this partnership going in for the two batters.
Yeah, it seems then at the first when the two seamers were operating, when Matiullah and Saqib was really bowling so hard and difficult for the batters to play, the shackles were broken when there was a change in the bowling. And since then, they never looked back. And a great right hand and left hand combinations partnership here.
and coming at a quick pace also.
Uh, the the key in this partnership is that the singles and doubles are not stopping whatsoever.
Absolutely, and that is why I call it sensible batting coming in from the two experienced batters. Zawar is going to be on strike now.
Just one hit away for his maiden 50 in this AVRP news. Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. What a great facilities at Malik Stadium. And what a night this will be for Zawar Farid, the struggling in the initial stage of the game. And then he converted it and took his time. And now he's just itching 1 run shy of his 50. Can he get that? Yeah, it seems he has got it. That is the 50 for the big man, Zawar Farid, the well-deserving 50. What a great knock this has been under pressure, Faizan.
Absolutely, a leader's knock here when it comes to the batting department. He was sent on top of the order with a responsibility to actually score quick runs. They were not available. He settled down and made sure that he stays there, and he scored fairly quickly for the kind of bowling that we've seen tonight.
Outside off this one from Hari Bharwal. Well, yes, definitely, Faizan. There are the moments when the batters are struggle. What they do is they just, despite of a frustration, they just throw the wicket out and get back into to the dugout. But no, Zawar Farid is a fighter. He stayed there. He showed his resilience, and he just staying there and continuing his class 50 runs for 41 deliveries. That's a very good knock.
And especially those two big ones. One of them was breathtaking.
Yeah, you're talking about that coming down the ground. A dot ball to end the over. 11 gone, 75 for 2.
So Harry has bowled well. He's given away just 11 in his 2 overs, and thankfully it was a boundary-less over coming in for the Arabians. But still, they've gotten a few from this over, 7 of them in fact. Yeah, there we are once again. The production crew has taken a liking towards us today.
Yeah, it seems like the broadcasters love us. Thank you, director.
Yeah, they made sure that we are wearing nice clothes today, and that was the reason why. Now we know.
Yeah, you can see our
And
names.
and there's a lot of us. There's one here as well.
If you just keep on going on the deeper, it's all the way Faizan and Abid.
75 for 2, 11 gone. Change in bowling. And there's no change in the batting side as of now for the last 6 overs. There's a partnership going on between Zawar and Usman. And as Abid pointed out, both of them immensely experienced. Current run rate of 6.82, required a little higher, 7.44. But I have no doubts in my mind, if they're still there, they can get it easily before the end of 20 overs.
That would not be really easy if Mujahid Amin gets going. What a class he is. He's very talented and extremely difficult to pick, but the conditions need to be suiting him.
That is the administrator's room here at the Malik Stadium that you just saw. A lot of dignitaries and organizers and everyone working day in, day out to actually bring this tournament to you. The first ever AVRP News Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. Fantastic facilities as well at the Malik Cricket Stadium. They have the Malik Academy as well. We saw those kids from the Malik Academy bearing the ball yesterday. This one hit on the pads and it was just a little too high, I believe.
A little excitement there from Mujahid Amin and from the keeper Hamdan Tahir as well. Both of them thought they got the man, and yes, that is the wicket they'll be eyeing on. Zawar Farid. He goes on the onside, hit it hard, finds the man in the deep. They need to keep on picking these singles no matter what. 7 runs required, 7.5 from here.
First 4 overs We thought that it's going to be very difficult for Delhi Bulls, but kudos to them. The batters have applied themselves. They've waited for their opportunities, got some loose balls, put them away. Experience all the way. Shot ball, pulled away. This is out of the park. This is a huge six.
This is what we know Usman Khan for. That's his trademark shot. He's so good at pulling back. Look at that. Hammered it. Just going deep in his crease. And fantastic hit just towards his dugout. Even further.
Absolutely brilliant shot. Usman on 27 of 20 now. Zawar on 51 of 44. Mujahid Amin under some pressure after that boundaryless over. The last one, we've got a 6 here. 8 runs of the first 4 deliveries. And we'll have to see how they capitalize on the remaining 2 deliveries. It's been fairly easy, and we were talking about it because of the dew factor. The spinners would come into play a little later, and it's not going to turn. And it's going to skid onto the bat. It's going to be difficult to grip as well. And all that has happened since the time the spinners have been introduced into the attack. Things have gone easy for Delhi Bulls. 83 for 2 after 11.4 overs.
Well, this is what we've been talking about. The wet conditions, the dew factors, and the spinners will struggle. That certainly we are seeing that, the struggling of spinners. And I think it was slightly in favor of Mohammad Usman to have a left armer operating, and it is always easy for the left-hand batsman to go against the left armer.
Absolutely, and it was a dolly of a delivery as well. It was a half tracker coming in easily onto the bat. Although kudos again to Usman, it bounced just a little bit more than he would have expected, but still got the maximum out of it. 6 runs on that last delivery, and finally, after a long delay, we've gotten the ball back. 59 more required, 50 balls remaining. It's going Delhi's way right now.
I think they changed the ball, and that's a good move, I reckon, from the umpires. Look at that. Just a touch, and they're trying to run there. Singles are very crucial. Just a tuck on the onside. The 2 would be the call. Now they'll just stick to 1.
Sensible enough. Again, you don't need to run those difficult runs. You don't need to run harm's way right now, because you're safe, sitting at 84 for the loss of 2, 8 wickets in hand, just 58 more required, 48 balls remaining. It is only going Delhi's way from here on in if the Arabians don't pick up either of them, and they would be looking at Zawar at least.
Definitely. A wicket can only save Maratha Arabians right now. One of these 2 batters need to be sent out. Otherwise, what a great partnership. This partnership is taking Delhi Bulls definitely home. With every delivery, they're just settling and holding their grips tighter and tighter. It's 48 deliveries remaining. They just need 58 more runs to win. Harry Barwal just waited and could not read the ball and let it go. That cut was just when the bowler collected the ball. Too late there, Mohammad Usman.
Yeah, it was a good ball as well. Flighted, slow through the air. Harry has bowled well. He's given away just 11 runs in his 2.1. In comes Harry again. Cut around the umpire. Shot ball, pulled away. Chalk and cheese for the batter. Usman in the last over showed that he can hit those big ones on those short deliveries, so that is not sensible thinking from Harry.
Yeah, he's just looking for those deliveries slightly back of the length. The quicker you bowl, the far it will go. Great hit from Mohammad Usman.
Bread and butter, easy pickings. 52 more required now, 46 balls remaining. The gap is closing in. They are in total control now, Delhi Bulls. 90 for 2 after 12.2.
I think this is better. The more flighted deliveries you bowl, the better result it will be for the bowlers. That was a lot of shoulder in the previous ball, which was traveled for a maximum.
Certainly, don't try too much. Just bowl those good length areas. Give the ball a little bit air. Create that doubt in the batsman's mind whether to come down to the wicket or play it from their place. And when you give that extra time in air to the ball, it can do a bit from the wicket as well. Although the wicket is very, very wet, I don't see any turn happening.
You need especially that grassy place patches where you have in the wicket. That really got wet. If you keep on pitching there, the ball will get wetter and wetter.
And better for the batter.
Now it seems, it looks like the batters are very comfortable because of the ball is not doing too much.
But still, again, Habib, correct me if I'm wrong. The basics of the game remains the same, no matter the conditions. You need to bowl those good length areas. You need to give the ball air as well if you're a spinner. You need to create that doubt in the batsman's mind, no matter how dry or how humid it is.
Oh, beats him through the gate. Lucky still to be down there in the middle. Was just shying the stumps. Look at that. This is what we were talking. He just had a bat on it. Lucky. He was little late. That shows the ball is skidding there because of the wet conditions. Yes, Faizan, coming back to your question, no matter what conditions are there, you need to flight the ball, give some air to the ball. And the reason is the spinners, you see very few spinners come in to bowl in the death overs. So their job is to bowl in the middle session of the game.
I think they need to get their strike bowlers back. The two strike bowlers that were bowling up front. Matiullah was absolutely breathtaking today. And so was Saqib. So both those bowlers now will have to bowl at least one over here. And then see where the match is going. You need to bring your strike bowlers back to get a wicket here because otherwise this match is out of your bounds, out of your reach, out of your hands.
Well, indeed, I would agree with you, Faizan. This is the time where you can make it or break it. You need to bring your ace bowlers now to get you wickets. Otherwise, if you just keep on dragging the game and waiting for the miracle to happen, that will not be the case here because you just 7 overs remaining in this contest, and they just need around 6.5 or 7 runs in an over. We're looking at the target of these two batters. They are just easily getting one big hit in the over, and the remaining they're just tucking and sticking around.
Also, it's so humid that they would be profusely sweating out there. Although the temperatures are on the lower side, but still it takes a lot of juices out of your body. So they are drinking some water, cleaning their spikes as well, the batters. Because when it's humid, you get mud in your spikes and it becomes slippery. So they're taking their time. The umpires are keeping a check on this time and again because we are a little late today. Especially in the first innings, which got over a little late. And then, in this innings as well, there have been quite a delay, Abid.
Yeah, that's also a challenge up front for you because the more fast bowlers you use, the more you have a battle with the time. So it's sort of a situation where the captain is all of a sudden find themselves. Even in the first innings when Delhi Bulls were bowling, there was a lot of medium paces being used.
That's the sponsor logo, AVR Pay News. They are the presenting sponsors of the first ever Ajman T20 Cup. And it's also powered by SkyExchange.net, which is on the left of your screen. Here we go again.
A little flick on the onside. Only single they'll be settling in with. They're happy to take singles and looking for the loose delivery on their way and snatch 4 or 6, whatever they get. It's a bonus.
93 for 2, 13.1 gone. Mujahid, expensive in the last over. Gave away that poor ball, the last ball. And he was taken for the maximum there. 10 runs in his 1.1. Here you go again.
Yes, he does. Gone big on the onside. The moment it left the bat, it was 6 written on it.
Brilliant shot. In the arc, out of the park. That's the way to go for Usman, who's taken up the scoring now. He scored most runs in the last few overs compared to Zawar. So most bulk of the scoring is being done by Usman, who's quickly reached 41 of just 26 deliveries. He was almost going at run a ball during the first half of his innings.
Yes, exactly. I was about to come to that point. How quickly he shifts his momentum, and what he has to do is just hit one maximum in an over, and rest the bowler will be under pressure for the remainers. Look at that ball have travelled. Look at the distance. It's literally into the middle of the next ground. And tell you what, Malik Stadium is huge, huge ground.
Somebody will have to go and fetch it. They're fetching one ball from there. There were two at least.
I'm not sure which one is the right, but I'm sure the umpires have kept an eye on it.
Yeah, so the Malik Cricket Stadium has big facilities here, at least two grounds side by side, and both world class, I can tell you this. Both the grounds have wonderful pitches. There are what, 7-8 pitches on this ground, and
Very
they've
good wickets.
maintained the facility really well as well.
And very good wickets. They are very good. It has kind of a both for the batters and bowlers.
I had the opportunity to talk to the owner of the club. I'll talk to you about this after this ball as a single comes in on this next one. And with that single, it's 100 up on the board for the loss of 2 after 13.3 overs. That's good going by Delhi Bulls. So I was talking to Mr. Faisal, who's the owner of this ground, and he told me that we've made sure that the pitches here are like the pitches in Australia. They're fast, they're bouncy wickets, and they have certainly lived up to the promise till now. The grass, the live green grass on the wickets shows exactly that it's a bouncy wickets, pacey wickets here.
No doubt we saw the bowlers dominating earlier, the fast bowlers, especially the similar conditions of Australia, and that will help the team UAE who's travelling to Australia in October.
Great feat for the UAE cricket team as well. 101 for 2, 13.4 overs gone. Fifth ball of the over. Mujahid bowls it slow through the air. Good thinking. Single for Usman. He reaches 43 with that single, and the score is 102 for the loss of 2.
Not dot delivery so far in the over. It's a massive over. So far, 10 of it, where the last delivery still remains. Again, played it towards the own side. Now that's good, smart batting. Just keep rotating the strike and overthrow, but they'll not run on to it. You got what you were looking in an over of Mujahid, I mean. So it's 14 gone, 103 for 2.
11 runs from the last over from Mujahid. He's been expensive. An experienced campaigner once again, Mujahid. He's known in the domestic circuits as well. But today he hasn't been into his own. And again, thanks to the conditions here at the Malik Cricket Stadium. 103 for 2 after 14. They've taken the game by the collar here. Or the bull by the horns, as their logo implies.
Well, spot on you there, Faizan. We're talking about the teams who's just doing fantastic job, and these are the team who's doing excellent job. To my left, Faizan.
Always notice Abid moving into his chair whenever the camera is on him. He wants to show his best side on the camera. Always.
I just don't want to cover you up. Coming back to the game now, we were talking about this off mic, on mic. The toss has a crucial role to play in Ajman, definitely in these conditions. Every captain winning the toss, they're opting to bowl first.
Saqib comes in to the attack for his last over. He bowled a brilliant spell first up. And this one Just a little bit leg side-ish. The ball is not swinging now. So easy pickings once again towards the square leg fence for a single for Zawar.
I just thinking back in my mind, why didn't he complete his all 4 overs when he was bowling so well initially?
Absolutely, that's a good ploy. That's a good thought. They could have bowled another one as well right there when they were most vulnerable, the Delhi Bulls side.
Yeah, and moreover, we saw Zawar Farid was struggling against him. If he could have got Zawar out initially, I think the game was pretty much in hand for Maratha Arabians.
Absolutely. But what a mature knock coming in from Zawar. 56 of 51. He's made sure that he's there. And that puts pressure on the bowling unit. When a set batsman is on the crease, your heart is always in your mouth. That it might just take a couple of deliveries for him to get going.
He didn't time it well though. Straight into the hand of Usman Khan. A soft dismissal there from Zawar Farid when Bezan was just praising him.
Commentator's curse is a thing, I can tell you this. He was a little late on the shot, and this is what happens when the ball skids onto the bat. Little late on the shot, came from the splice, easy take for Usman Khan, and eventually Zawar falls, but I think it's too late in the day for the Maratha Arabians, until and unless they can pick up another 2-3 wickets here.
But then you need to give a credit to Saqib Manshad, who's been brought into the attack and took the most valuable wicket of Zawar Farid. He walks out scoring 56. It's 105 for 3. Well, the interesting phase we are at when we have a new batter. We'll have two new voice in the commentary box as well. Abdurrahman Tariq alongside Mudassir Ali will take charge till the right end of the innings.
So at last, they got a wicket of Zawar. It's Saqib Manshad. The new batsman is Qamar Awan. Played gently, and Saqib was very quick on this. The good backup by Shahnawaz Khan, the 12th man. They need to take this game deep into the last 2 overs because at the end, it all matters is the run rate.
Oh, yes, this is a long tournament. Lots of games yet to come. Net run rate is going to play a key role here as well. And that run out opportunity though. Qamar Awan trying to get off the mark. And Saqib Manshad fielding really well on his own bowling. He's been the difference so far for the Maratha Arabians. 2 wickets for 18 runs. And misfield there. It's Usman Khan. He's not had a good day in the field today, Mudassir.
They have been sluggish in the field. Maratha Arabians field at this time, it was Usman Khan. Score moves to 107. Usman scored 44 in just 29 balls. He played some extraordinary shots against Mujahid Amin. Saqib to his last over of his spell. This time played straight towards the mid-off. Vishnu Sukumaran, fielder, and there's a misfield. There's no backup. It looks like they are playing some school cricket here, Maratha Arabians.
Well, yes, backyard cricket, school cricket. The basics are missing. Nobody backing up. And what should have been just a single converted into two. So at the end of 15 overs, score moves on to 109 for 3. Well, the bowling change. Umar Farooq now coming into bowl. Was expensive in his first over. Can he get the breakthrough that they need? Another run out opportunity. Well, they've missed, I think, if I can remember correctly, Mudassir, almost 4 or 5 run out opportunities, the Maratha Arabians.
This time Vishnu Sukumaran at the point tried his luck but could not hit the stumps. Oh, he was not even in the frame, Qamar Awan. Lucky to be out there still.
Well, he just chanced the arm. If that was a direct hit, he was a goner. Qamar Awan had given up. As Mudassir said, not even in the frame. But he still survives. Score moving on to 110. Just 32 more runs needed.
This time played gently towards the short mid-wicket. Maratha Arabians has missed the trick today. They should have gone for Shahnawaz Khan. You have seen him bat in D50. He's a useful all-rounder who can bowl few overs of his off-break. They went with 6 batsmen and Umar Farooq has an all-rounder. Usman Khan, the star in the previous edition of D10, went cheaply today. It was the captain's knock, Jiju Janardhan's, which helped the team to get around 141.
Well, again, on the pads, playing it down to long on. Ansh Tandon does the fielding. Well, these are just the first games. They'll have to tweak their teams, get their balance right as quickly as possible. Because after that single round robin, we're going to be into the semi-finals very quickly. So not a lot of room for mistake here.
This time played straight towards the bowler, a rare dot ball. Checking his bat.
Well, my heart was in my mouth. Well, that's it.
Umair Ali Khan has impressed with his captaincy. In the absence of Rohan Mustafa, he was leading this side, and the bowling changes and the field setting was up to the mark.
Well, just talking about opportunities in this tournament. Oh, he's given it. He has given it. Mohammad Usman does not look happy at all. We'll have to see the replay of that. Was that bat on it? Was it going down leg side? Oh, very, very unlucky there, Usman. I think that would have missed leg stump.
It was drifted down the leg stump. The loud appeal, and Hamid Mukhtar was convinced. And unlucky Mohammad Usman walks back to the pavilion, making crucial 45 runs for his team, but still a lot of work to be done. Baizad, Umair Ali Khan, yet to come.
Well, Nelson strikes for Delhi Bulls. 111, and they've lost a crucial wicket. They still have quite a bit of batting to come. But that's a big wicket there. Mohammad Usman, the man of crisis, played an important knock when the team was in trouble.
Nelson figure reminds me of two gentlemen. One is David Shepherd, as you know, AB. When the score is 1-1-1, he used to hop, and the other person was Mazhar Khan. Whenever we were sitting in the com box in Sharjah Stadium, and if he enters the room and the score shows 1-1-1, for sure wicket will fall.
So there you have it. 111. Nelson, as it's called. Always something exciting happens. Sardar Bazad facing his first delivery. Dot ball. They're still on Nelson. 4 overs to go. 111 for 4. Just 31 runs needed. The pressure is on.
The match is swinging like a pendulum. It was easy chase 2 overs back for Delhi Bulls. Back-to-back wickets. Now 24 balls left in this match. 31 runs required. Khamarawan batting on 5 and the new batsman is Sardar Baizad. Both are hard-hitting batsmen.
Well, yes, hard hitting indeed. 8 runs and over needed from here. You'd fancy the batting side. But at this current moment, it's anyone's game.
It was pitched on the off stump and came quickly back. Khamarawan, they say dot ball. They're building up the pressure here, AB.
Well, Mother said next time we have to swap places because I'm too close to the camera and it adds about 10 odd kilos to me. It's in the air. Harry Barwal, has he taken a wicket? We'll have to see. Yes, there you have it. Mujahid Amin has taken a catch, and this is another breakthrough here. The game is still in the balance, and we're still on Nelson.
Nelson figure is helping out Maratha Arabians. An outstanding catch, I would say. Mujahid Amin running back and took an skyer. Harry Bharwal has been brought back and straight away he got the big fish, Khamarawan, back to pavilion, scoring 5 runs.
Well, this is a crucial breakthrough. 111 for 5 in 16.2. Still 31 runs needed. A lot of batting still to be done. And Delhi Bulls just a little bit of pressure on them.
Here comes the man, Umar Ali Khan. It all depends now on this pair, Baizad and Umar Ali Khan. Harry Bharwal brought back into the attack and got the big fish, as I said, Khamarawan. This time it's Baizad facing Harry Bharwal. The score is Nelson, 1-1-1.
Another good delivery there. Pitching on leg and straightening. Harry Barwal. He's bowling really well at the moment.
This time cut hard straight into the hands of short third man Umar Farooq. Back to back 4 dot balls. Still the score shows Nelson. A bit tense faces in the dugout of Maratha Arabian.
Well, it's getting tense everywhere, even in the com box. No run at the last 5 deliveries. Oh, that was in the stumps. That's a dangerous shot to play against Harry Barwal. Sardar Bazad is very lucky to have gotten some bat on it.
Oh, Madhu, and we have a legend in the dugout of Maratha Arabians. It's Imran Nazir AB. Good to see him in our domestic league.
Well, you're hoping to see him bat for Maratha Arabians as well. That's a star-studded bench. The coaches, along with Mr. Imran Nazir. Last ball is again in the stumps. And that's a maiden wicket, the 17th over of the innings. A maiden. And now all of a sudden, that required run rate has moved on to 10. 111 for 5 at the end of 17.
The brilliant spell comes to an end. Harry Bharwal, he has been brought into the side in the very last moment. 4 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket, and the last over of his spell was a maiden wicket.
Well, now Umar Farooq, can he do something similar? He's a death specialist. 13 runs given in his 2 overs and 1 over went for 11. So he's pulling that economy rate back nicely.
The team who holds the nerves under pressure will win this match. It's a bit tense situation. 10.33 required run rate. Creeps up.
Well, there you have it. That's the man right there, Umair Ali Khan. He does not need a sighter. He doesn't care if they are Nelson on the board. First delivery dispatched to the boundary for a 6.
Boom, boom. It's Umair Ali Khan. The first ball he faced, dispatched over the mid wicket for a huge 6. This is the in-form batsman Umair Ali Khan.
Well, there is arrogance and there is confidence. And a mixture of two is what Umair Ali Khan has when he comes into bat. First delivery. Unbelievable shot in the circumstances. 111 for 4 became 111 for 5. A maiden before that. And the first delivery he's faced, a baseball-like hit for 6.
Lucky here. Umair Ali Khan. This time it was fully bowled on the off stump and glided towards third man. 2 balls, 10 runs. They are back in this game. Delhi Bulls.
Well, definitely back in the game. 10 runs and over needed. They've taken those 10 in 2 deliveries. The second one, streaky, dodgy, whatever you want to call it. But a 4 is a 4. And Umair Ali Khan leading from the front now. He's settled this game. He's gotten that run rate back into check. And can he make this a big over? That is the question. 10 of the first 2 deliveries.
This time a slower delivery bowled on the off stump. Tried to cut. It's inside edge and straight into the hands of one bounce wicketkeeper Hamdan Tahir. Still 21 runs required in 15 balls. Umair quickly moved to 10 and he just faced 3 deliveries. At the other end we have Baizad yet to open his account and faced 5 deliveries.
Well, he played the maiden over to Harry Barwal, Sardar Bazad. But Umair Ali Khan and his batting will give him confidence. There you have it. It's been middled. No, he's not. And he's been grassed. Can you believe it? What a time to drop a catch. And what a batsman to drop.
And I think it's the same fielder, Muhammad Afzal, who has dropped the dolly. I would say he's dropped the match.
Well, that dugout will give you the reaction. If you're a Maratha Arabians fan, they know that this is a big opportunity grasped. There, the smiles on the faces of the Delhi Bulls dugout. This beautiful game and its reactions. Two dugouts, two different reactions of the players and the coaches sitting in the benches right there. Umar Farooq, can he fight back now? He's been hammered for few and a catch dropped.
This time it's Baizad, the played over the mid-off region for a beautiful boundary. At last he opens his account with a boundary and an expensive over going on here. It's Umar Farooq.
Well, clearly the confidence of his captain rubbing on him. He was looking a bit iffy, a bit circumspect. But after Umair Ali Khan's onslaught, Sardar Bazad has opened his account as well with the boundary.
Muhammad Afzal is having a really bad day in the field. Definitely chances were given by the batsmen of Delhi Bulls. Unable to grasp them. Now 16 runs required in just 13 balls.
Well, we saw Zawar Farid's catch dropped. He scored 50. And now Umair Ali Khan has been dropped as well. Still 16 runs to get, 2 overs to go. 126 for 5 at the end of 18. Well, Imran Nazir, he's sitting there and watching, cheering his team on. And what a beauty of this AVR Pay News Ajman T20 powered by SkyExchange.net. We've got somebody like Imran Nazir sitting in the dugout, watching his team, cheering them on.
The credit should be given to the Maratha Arabians management and the owner for bringing this star player in this league. Unfortunately, today he's not playing. Matiullah nodding their heads here. Rana and Wakar.
Well, the scorers, unlike us who can get a break, they never get their eyes off the ball. We have our eyes on the ground as well.
I'm curious to know, Avi, are you married?
Well, the next time the camera comes on us, I'll show them the wedding ring as well. Umair Ali Khan. He plays it towards mid-wicket. They get a single. Matiullah. He's bowled really well. Can he pull this back?
It looks a bit difficult because Umair Ali Khan is in his prime form and he's known for this kind of batting. 11 legal deliveries yet to be bowled and 15 runs required. Last over was a bit expensive. A chance was given which went down begging. A fight back by Maratha Arabians.
Well, yes, a fight back indeed. And there you have it. The luck is rubbing on to Sardar Bazad now. An inside edge going past the diving wicketkeeper for 4.
Fortune favors the brave and he wanted to hit it over mid-wicket and took the inside edge of his bat. No way Hamdan Tahir can stop this. A useful boundary. It comes down almost to run a ball.
Well, a useful boundary, useful runs from Sardar Bazad's bat. The players of the Delhi Bulls cheering. The two youngsters, Haider Wasi Shah and Zuhaib Zubair, not playing today. Faisal Altaf as well. This time it's on the pads. Get a good piece of bat on it, Sardar Bazad. Will they take a chance on the arm? Just a single. They still have batting to come. Muhammad Azhar, we know he can hit the ball a mile. Sultan Ahmed as well.
They have Zahid Ali, who can also bat. So selection has been up to the mark by Delhi Bulls. They have picked the right side with useful all-rounders.
Well, there you can see Nilansh Keswani is padded up as well. He considers himself a top order batsman. And Umair Ali Khan again gives an opportunity to the deep mid-wicket fielder. Saqib Munshid makes no mistake. They are still in this Maratha Arabians. They are still fighting back. 132 for the loss of 6 wickets now.
Smiles back on faces of Maratha Arabians player and management. This time tried to hit it over mid-wicket, but Saqib Banshad, no mistake, and end of Umar Ali Khan, a little cameo inning, scoring 12 runs of just 6 balls. Score is 132 for the loss of 6 wickets. Ten required of 8 balls. New batsman is Zahid Ali. Birthday boy Matiullah Khan got 2 wickets. He's into last over of his spell. Gave away 19 runs.
Well, the experience of Mudassir Ali showing here in the com box as well. He called for Zahid Ali as one of the options to come into bat, and he's come up above both Muhammad Azhar and Sultan Ahmed. Sardar Bazad, while he's lost his wicket as well, this time the inside edge has not saved him. And what a comeback, what a turnaround this over has been. They needed just to run a ball and they've lost 2 quick wickets.
This match is not yet over, AB. Back to back 2 wickets. Umar Ali Khan, and this time has been clean bowled. Bazad trying to hit it over mid wicket, and it was on target. Matiullah. Still 1 more ball to go. 7 balls and 10 runs required.
Well, that's the ideal fast bowler's delivery. Crashing into middle stump. Matiullah Khan is pumped. I'll tell you what, if he can win this game for his team, there's a big birthday cake waiting for him. That dugout. Look at that. Cheering from the back. The coach, the players, everybody making a lot of noise.
Couple of overs back, the coach was sleeping.
Well, it's another seasoned campaigner, Muhammad Azhar. And Matiullah Khan, he's on a hat trick. We've seen everything in this tournament already. We're only in day 2. Is there going to be a hat trick here?
Both the batsman, wicketkeeper, and the bowler plays for the same team in the domestic local team.
Well, clearly they're not on the same team here. Mohammad Usman is still cleaning his shoes. He's been cleaning his shoes since ball 1. Here we have it, the hat-trick ball. And Azhar has smacked it over long on for 6. Can you believe it?
So welcome Matiullah, he says. He was on hat-trick, and the score after 19 overs moves to 138 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Well, Muhammad Azhar, if you don't know, you know it now. Naam to suna hoga, as he says when he introduces himself. 138 for 7, 4 needed in the last over. The last over coming up. Everybody's on their feet. No one's sitting down. 4 runs needed, 6 deliveries, 3 wickets in hand. I'm afraid to say this, but all 3 results are possible.
Zahid will be facing Umar Farooq. One hit away from the spin. And lucky here, it took the outside edge and the ball is running towards the third man area for the 4 runs. And here, Delhi Bulls have won this match with 3 wickets in hand.
Well. Luck favoring the Delhi Bulls. A wry smile on the bench of the Maratha Arabians. They were in, they were out, they were almost home. And then a cameo from Umair Ali, but that 6 from Mohammad Azhar changed the complexion of the game. And the last boundary coming out of the outside edge of Zahid Ali's bat. It doesn't matter how they come. A 4 is a 4. And they've won the game. Delhi Bulls winning by 3 wickets.
What an impact this player had on this match. Umair Ali Khan leading the side. He picked up 3 wickets and scored crucial 12 runs. But at the end, it was Mohammad Azhar and Zahid Ali, the birthday boy, winning the match for his team. It all went wrong in the fielding for Maratha Arabians. They have dropped a couple of chances of Zawar Fareed and Umair Ali Khan.
Well, you have to say that Delhi Bulls have been very lucky. Mohammad Azhar, first delivery, slot ball, dispatching it over long on for 6. And then 4 runs needed of the last over. Outside edge, racing to the boundary for 4. They have the 2 points. They have the win. That's the crucial thing. It doesn't matter how they come.
Mohammad Azhar was initially not picked in the draft. He came late in this team and a good pick by Delhi Bulls. A happy unit. Thanking the Almighty for this win.
Oh, absolutely. They have the Almighty to thank. They have had a lot of luck in their favor. Have a look at this as for the winning shot. I'll tell you what, in the scorecard it says 4 runs, Zahid Ali. And it says he has hit the winning runs. They're celebrating as if they won the tournament. That is what this win and this tournament means to these teams.
And I'm sure the management has some announcement for these lads. The happy faces, Fahad Ansari, the coach, would say the manager of this team out there. And Usman still having his chai.
Well, he's deserved it. Played a match-winning hand. Usman, 45 of just 30 deliveries. There you can see the highlights then. Just in the beginning, Abdul Shakur Afzal taking that catch, almost dropping it. But then after that, Saqib Manshat, unplayable delivery. And then it was the Zawar Fareed and Muhammad Usman show. Crucial partnership between the two of them.
This partnership took away the game from Maratha Arabians. Zawar Fareed scored a half century. Usman was unlucky. He was out for 44. They have a very good all-round unit, Delhi Bulls.
Yes, boundaries coming quickly from the bat of both Muhammad Usman and Zawar Fareed. Usman taking a liking to the spinners. These monster hits, these 6s, turning the game in the favor of Delhi Bulls. They were chasing at 10 runs and over almost before Muhammad Usman unleashed. Mujahid Amin getting a lot of stick from the left-hander. There was Saqib Manshat who got them the breakthrough. Good bowling, good captaincy, good field placing. And then that maiden wicket from Harry Barwal. Almost a fight back. In the end, it was Umair who got a quick 6 and 4. And then Sardar Bazad as well, getting a couple of boundaries. In the end, just enough to take Delhi Bulls home.
Matiullah got 2 wickets in his last over, but the last ball was hit by Mohammad Azhar for a huge 6 over long on, and 3 wickets in hand, Delhi Bulls easily chased this target.
Well, there you can see the summary then. Batting card Abdul Shakur, Wasim Bari, Kamar Awan, Sardar Bazad, all in single figures. But it was that partnership between Zawar Farid and Mohammad Usman that took them to the edge of the victory before Umair Ali Khan and Mohammad Azhar finish it off. 56 for Zawar Farid, 45 for Mohammad Usman, just 4 extras. So very disciplined bowling. But in the end, the wickets were the key, and that was just not good enough from the bowlers of the Maratha Arabians.
And talking about the Maratha Arabians bowling scorecard, Saqib Manshad got 4 overs, 22 runs and picked up 2 wickets. Matiullah was pick of the bowler, getting 3 wickets and gave away 25 runs. Umar Farooq bit expensive today, 3.1 over 32. Took 1 wicket. Jiju Janardhan, the captain, was expensive, 2 overs 22. Harry Barwal was outstanding. He got a maiden wicket, 4 overs 19 runs, 1 wicket. Mujahid Amin was also bit expensive, 2 overs 20 runs.
Well, there you have it. There's the match summary right there then. 141 scored by Maratha Arabians in 19.4. Jiju scoring a 50. Umar Farooq and Vishnu contributing as well. Umair Ali Khan with 3 wickets. And Zawar Farid and Mohammad Azhar picking up 2 wickets each. And then 142 chased down in the last over. Zawar Farid 56, Mohammad Usman 45. Matiullah Khan, even though picked up the 3 wickets, just not enough. So there we have it. That's the result of the game 2. Delhi Bulls winning by 3 wickets. We'll be going down now to Faizan Khan, who's won the man of the match for the post-match ceremony.
What a match we had. It was topsy-turvy. It was going here. It was going there. It went Delhi Bulls' way eventually. But this is the kind of matches that we have promised you. And this is the kind of matches that you're getting here at the Ajman. The first ever Ajman T20 Cup. This is absolutely amazing and absolutely worthy of a game, the third match that has just happened. This is the presentation ceremony, and of course we have the man of the match with us. It's Zawar Farid for his fantastic performance with the bat and with the ball. He scored 56 runs and took 2 wickets. Zawar Farid here from Delhi Bulls is the man of the match, and to present the award I would like to invite Mr. Fayaz here with me, who's the director of marketing for the Ajman T20 Cup. There it is, your check, Zawar, and your trophy as well. Brilliant stuff coming in from Zawar Farid, one of the most important knocks that he has played in a long time. Zawar, क्या चल रहा था आपके दिमाग में जब शुरुआती 4 ओवर्स में इतनी ज़बरदस्त गेंदबाजी हो रही थी मराठा की तरफ से? तब आप क्या सोच रहे थे, स्टे करना है या बड़ी हिट्स लगानी है? क्योंकि आपने चौथे ओवर की आखिरी गेंद पर आई थिंक एक बड़ी हिट लगाई थी बाहर निकलकर, और उसके बाद से थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्शन बदल गया था गेम का।
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। जी बिल्कुल आप ठीक कह रहे हैं। पहले शुरू से मुश्किल पेश आ रहा था, विकेट बहुत टफ था, तो इसलिए वो शकूर भी आउट हो गए, ऊपर से दूसरा प्लेयर भी आउट हो गया जल्दी में, इसलिए फिर मुझे स्टे करना पड़ा। इसलिए थोड़ा सा
नॉर्मली क्योंकि आप स्टे करके खेलते नहीं हैं, आप बड़ी शॉट्स लगाने में बिलीव करते हैं, बट आज अलग गेम खेली आपने।
जी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है। ऊपर से 2 आउट हो गए तो बहुत जल्दी, शकूर भी रहते तो फिर मैं ट्राई करता, इसलिए शकूर भी आउट हो गए, फिर मैंने स्टे कर लिया।
तो प्लान यही था कि आखिर तक खेलेंगे?
जी बिल्कुल, नंबर ले जाने का प्लान था।
बहुत कमाल की परफॉर्मेंस आपकी और उस्मान की तरफ से, दोनों की पार्टनरशिप ने पूरा कॉम्प्लेक्शन बदल दिया गेम का, वरना शुरुआती 4 ओवर्स में लग रहा था कि बहुत मुश्किल होगी दिल्ली बुल्स।
बिल्कुल, उस्मान ने मेरे साथ दिया, बहुत अच्छा खेला और मुझे भी कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया और आराम से खेलते रहे इजी।
अच्छा ये बताएं कि कंडीशंस कितनी आज अलग थी, क्योंकि आज बहुत ह्यूमिडिटी थी, तो बहुत ज़्यादा गीला था ग्राउंड?
जी बहुत ज़्यादा गीला था, इसमें नो डाउट। विकेट भी गीला था, ग्राउंड भी गीला था, टफ था,
तो बल्लेबाजी टफ हो रही थी?
जी टफ हो रही थी।
बट यू प्लेड अ हेक ऑफ अ नॉक। कांग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू एंड ऑल द बेस्ट इन द टूर्नामेंट।
जी थैंक यू सो मच।
Well, that's it from the presentation ceremony. That's Zawar Farid for you, the man of the match for today's game. We are going to see you tomorrow. There are 2 crackers of a game coming up tomorrow at 4 p.m. See you again. Good night. God bless.
AVR Pay News.